makes sense for us to walk it together.
Danon dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Here we have befriended Dohalim. Right, I'm away to get some fresh coffee, a quick bio break. I was going to do that during the advert break, but it happened sooner than expected during the cutscene. So give me a few minutes, I will be right back. Okay, back again. Hi Luna, what do you want then? Hello? I'll give you a couple of treats. Okay, not many. Right. Kisara's left her party. A master core of Earth. The fruits of Helgen have imbued it with unfathomable quantities of astral energy. Cheese fondue? Dohalim's perk. Perfect evades an enemy attack, his senses become heightened and his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. His penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
No loot in here. Quite a fancy throne. Let's just skip.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Right. I need to decide who's in my party. Are we just having him back, or will we take... I might have the new guy in instead of you, because we can always use his break and spell anyway, his skill. Have we got anything new? More than likely. We used to use that, didn't we? Well, it only says we've used it once. Okay, we've definitely used that a lot. I might swap some of these in. I'm not too fond of that strike thing. But that's what I'm using there. Let me put that in there. Got anything new over here? We do. Propels the user forward. You guys have got everything else enabled. Skill panel. Right, we've got his new ones. Commander of the Wu Zing. Sea Gazer. An Irreproachable Principle. An Advanced Healing Arc. Okay, so he can heal as well. Okay. Right, we should probably work on... He's got quite a lot of points. Let's get this one done. Just so we get the... That'll unlock that. Resurrection. Right, you're going to be able to do that as well. Let's get increased BG. Let's recover. I might do... Let's do one of these. I presume you don't have any... We don't have any better equipment for you. No. No. You don't have a charm on though. Give you more hit points, more attack. Let's give you more hit points. No, let's do that. Right. Let's go. Oh, what's out these two little bits? Is this just the... Oh, it's the water. There's water running there, look. Place back to normal. Can't talk to you. Hopefully we'll get Kisara back at some point. I wonder if I go to the shop first. Let me head to the shop.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Oh, there's a shop here. If I run straight past it, I have. It didn't show up on the map. Oh no, it's an owl. Do we not have a shop here? Yes, we're not. Okay.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
So she is coming with us, is she?
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
He obviously knows where he's going. We've got a Noki recipe and a leaf-wrapped fish recipe. Orphan comrades and freedom. Okay. You've got points. Mid-air jump, increased counter damage. What's this one do? Got a couple up here I need to try and finish off. Yeah, let's go for that. I was going to check what if we had any new. I don't really like his weapon, the way it looks. Yeah, that one. See what he's got. Slick back. Made them a wee bit softer, we can maybe leave it at that. Shogun Regalia. Quite like that one. She can be all in white. I think she should have the butterfly one. So she likes butterflies. Okay. Let's go.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermenensia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Another skit.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Okay, so we do have an owl here somewhere.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It does.
Hi, Hoodle!
Alright, let's see how
Another incantation ruined.
If they rush you, we gotta just recover, okay? Raging tornado! In here! Oh, stop it, charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Oh, where did that one come from?
Raging
The heavens must be smiling.
Right, where are we going to? We need to find the owl. We usually get another clue nearby.
What's this thing?
Right, whoa. Okay, I think the owl's nearby.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'll face you!
Orochi's fury!
Not so fast!
Wind astral energy!
It's over!
Elusive shattering thunder shield! Cyan is light and dance in the wind! Air throw!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Okay, the owl is definitely here. Somewhere.
Coming through!
You picked the wrong fight! Orochi's fury!
I never finish!
I'm ready!
Who wants to die next? A whirling struggle.
Take
Blah, blah,
this.
blah, magic.
I'm ready!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo.
There it goes.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Look, Hoodle, one of your buddies.
Right, we've got some points to use. You haven't got enough for that. You've got enough for that. Let's go for this next. We haven't picked one for you. When would we go for that one? Let's just do that.
Coming through!
Photon Reload! Searing flame of fury!
Now you see what I can do. Begin.
Glacial spear.
This one's all mine. I shall ensure you survive this.
Freeze blazer.
Ugh, he was too far away.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well as I deserve.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
Here's the
Ferocious Fury! You're mine!
freeze blazer. Air thrust.
Hey there, good morning. How are you?
Elusive deity!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning
You're
eye,
okay?
Halim.
Yeah, they
You had your
kinda
tea
look
yet?
the same to me.
I am doing not too bad. Not yet, you're about to. Okay. Angband.
Shouldn't be possible.
What's Angband? Angband? I've heard that, I'm sure I've heard that.
A fish.
Oh, we're over here. One of the older roguelikes out there. Yeah, yeah, I must have seen it then. Classic
I
dungeon
didn't
by
realize there
Arcade.
was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Oh, we're going to get to fish finally. You okay, Baron? Various fishing points are scattered around Dana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles. Okay. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting the line, luring the fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. Okay, so it's not going to tell us about it here. Oh well. Okay, so we select a location
Catch
with a
something
stick,
decent.
Indeed.
like
Hungry
there.
bellies are counting on this.
Cast. Reeling is A. Where are you going? Don't go up there. So I can
Nothing's biting.
do like. Why are you up on my computer? Right, let's try this again.
Yeah.
Let's do a soft little shake. There's nothing there. Ah, do that, okay. So you have to hit the line in the middle. So, oh right, it's coming closer, look.
All right.
Okay, I need to do that. Oh, this is a bit of complicated. Did we get it?
We can get a good meal out of this fella.
That's a bit complicated fishing, that.
Out of this bad boy.
Okay, we've got a hawksbill trout. New record. I hope you're not biting my cables. What you doing? He's sitting on top of my vents on my streaming computer again. Oh, we'll try that once
Where
more.
might those fish be?
Yeah, I can't see any fish. Oh, there's one. Right, so cast.
Nothing's biting.
No. Try again. Oh, there's bubbles over here, look. Oh, I missed the fish, look. Oh, right. I can see the fish on the... They're getting further away. No, what are you doing? Oi! Oi!
Looks like I lost it.
I can hear you nibbling my cables. Out of there. Eh? Monkey. Okay, this is obviously
Still
gonna
not
need...
done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish.
Yeah, and a lot of... more skill than I've got. They're going away again, look. But I don't know how to get them to...
Not my lucky day, I guess.
No, right. We'll quit fishing just now. I guess I'm going to have to practice that.
To it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Guess I'm going to have to see if it tells us more in the...
Okay!
Oh. Alright. Hey, you look like you know your way out with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and I've built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. Where did he come from? I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask for you is to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Aran. Oi. Oi. No. No. Hold that a sec, I need to get Barn out of here. We had an odd break anyway. Okay. Where did my thingies go? Oh, I think I've just disconnected my earbuds. Let me reset them again. Right, hopefully he's not going to go back on the computer. He's just a little monkey sometimes. Right, let's try this again. Okay, I think we're connected again. Yay, got sound. Okay. Right, okay, so we can do fishing expert. Oh, we've got Miguel's rod. A beginner's popper. A fishing lure attracts fish by splashing water and making noise. Faster AG recovery, okay. What else we got here? Ignis Discharge. An attack that strikes the ground, sending rocks flying. Got another... Did we not have a KO prevention? I thought we already had that now. Up here somewhere. Oh, maybe she hasn't had that. Oh, I like them all to have that, so let me just put a flag on there. Okay, so he's going to be here. So was there better help in here on how to do that? Fishing notes, okay. Help. Fishing. Fishing controls, here we go. Push the left stick to select where to fish, press the right trigger to cast your line. If the cursor turns yellow, it indicates that fish are nearby. You can also press Y to change your rod and lure. Some fish are easier to catch, depending on which lure. Okay. You can view the fish available at your current fishing point from the fishing gear screen. Press Y, X and A to lure fish to you. Doing so will make a ring appear that begins to shrink. If you time subsequent moves at this ring overlaps the green circle on the screen, you'll attract fish to your line in short order. Okay. When you see an exclamation mark appear while luring a fish, try performing another luring action right away. Okay. If you choose the right action, the heart mark will appear. Okay, so you have to get the hearts. So you have to concentrate on the fish and on the circle. Once the fish is closed, they'll bite. You'll have a limited amount of time to press the right trigger and hook them, at which point the real challenge begins. Once a fish is hooked, you must drain its stamina to 0. You can press A to reel them in, which lowers their stamina but adds tension to the line. If the tension crosses the right end of the gauge, the line will cut. Okay. If the fish struggles, push and hold in the same direction. No, it's okay, so you just keep it there. Okay. Well, we'll give that a go later on. We'll try fishing again. Ooh, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my miss. Sorry, I forgot I spoke. Carry on, don't mind me. Oh, a mission. I wonder what he's going about. Hey, we got a new shield off him.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Right, who needs shields? Is that no, where is it? It is a shield, so somebody can use that. Who can use that? Do we not have... We obviously don't have anybody that can use shield yet. Okay.
I think the animal's back at the... Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, It's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Right, what's this merchant gonna have for us? Any better weapons? We never have what we need for... It'd be nice to get that, wouldn't it? Hard spherical shells. Let me keep a note again about what items we need. Weapons. 2 hard spherical shells. Oh, you need a lot. Have we not bought a Ignis rule for her? I wonder where those guns are then. I need an Ignis roar. Where do I get that from? I need 2 dragon flame socks. And a lot of money. We do have a... Oh no, we didn't. We could buy that though. Okay. Okay, so we don't need... Let's... We can buy that. For 980. Or 810, sorry? 810. Hey Arachne. Good morning. It's going okay so far. We had a shot to the new Grand Blue Fantasy wheeling demo first, which was really good. But now we're back onto Tails.
So I'm fully healed. Unless I find something really cool, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm just seeing what weapons I can maybe buy here.
Tanks or whatever is that I need for the
We need an astral crystal.
Oh fuck.
And I could make that, that would be better for it, but let's...
Oh no!
Why don't we just make that?
No.
You're all worried about Grand Blue.
Oh fuck.
Well, I certainly enjoyed it.
Give me the scrap. I'm not ready for
I left the assist mode off, which I think is what people are maybe have been switching on, and then it maybe is just a button mash type game. I enjoyed the combat.
Exactly that.
Should I bother getting this? Or should I just wait? See, I need... I should probably just get that, shouldn't I? Let's just craft that. Right, but she still needs... Oh, we don't have... I don't have to say that. I could just make it, right? But I need an astral crystal. We need more astral crystals for that. So that's 3. I I can make them, so... It's 5. I need to figure out where I get them. And 2 more of those, so that's 4 of them. We've got everything else. So what I needed... I could get her that one just now. Yeah, so we'll just... That's what I need. Good luck in the drawer, Arkney. Leave it off to then. You only like to button mash if you're playing a user but not while going through a story game. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, there was plenty to do in the combat. It was I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very there was lots to do in the combat, I think. That's what I was trying to say. And it's a beautiful looking game. So I hope it does well. I've got plenty of healing things, so I'm okay there. Armor. Oh, Topaz Vest is better for somebody. Oh, I should probably buy some of this. It reassures you. Yeah, it's definitely it's moved up to the top of my list, so I will probably pick it up when it's released. Right, we're definitely going to have to... We need to buy that for you. That for you. Our money's going down rapidly. That's everything though. Right. Everything's so costly. I'll just leave that as it is just now. Right. Oh, this is opened up. Are we waiting on... We are, we're waiting on that.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Let's have a little rest.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. It will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Okay. We shall have to remember that. Let's cook. We may as well. Let's just... Doesn't last very long, that does it? I'm going to do the beef stew just now. Increases cooking effects by 30%. Once remaining duration is don't want him doing it.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone.
Oh, we can talk to people. Let's talk to Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I was just Lufia 2. It's not a game I'd heard of, but I see it's a SNES game. It looks pretty good. I was just looking at some screenshots, Arachne. I'll have to catch one of your streams when you're playing it. I like the graphic style, the pixel art. I never had a SNES, so I've never seen any of these games.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
It's completely unique, is it? I shall keep a note to have a look later on. I shall watch your VOD. I got so many games that I've missed out because I've never had consoles, so. Okay, we've got recover. That's okay. You're the same self, yeah.
Everything?
Missed out on a whole era of games, really. It would be nice to play quite a lot of them.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
It's a dragon. A big, nasty flying thing. I mean, the first console that we had came into this house, well, the first console I've ever played on was a PlayStation 2. In fact, I'll take that back. We got a shot of a PlayStation 1. Well, we got given it second hand. But I'd never played on it, only my son played on it. And we did buy a PlayStation 2. So, and I've only played a few games on it in the past. I still have my PlayStation 2. It is hooked up to this computer, to the capture card and that. So.